Right. Hello, Tom, and welcome to. I haven't really got a name for this. Welcome to.
I don't think these names for it. You know, just, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Great stuff. No, good to be here. Nice one, definitely.
Cool. Thank you, Tom. So today we've got Tom Walker, and it's important. I've got to stress that it's now Tom C. Walker.
That's the one. Yeah.
So you've been through a bit of a rebrand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was sat down, you know, just on the computer, and there was the TV was on as well, just, you know, on Facebook, nosing, you know what I mean, looking at what other musicians are doing, where venues are and stuff. I said, well, Tom Walker's on here. I'm like, I'm not, because I'm sat here. I'm sat on the sofa. I'm definitely not in wherever it was, you know.
Yeah.
So I discovered that this other artist called Tom Walker, and eventually his management got in touch.
Wow.
Got in touch and said, no, you can't use your own name. You've got to change it. You've got to adapt it. So Tom C. Walker it is.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah.
It's mad that they can actually do that. Because it is your name.
It is my name. Yeah. The thing is, we are different styles of music as well.
Yeah.
He's doing, I don't know what you'd call it, really. It's not my kind of thing, personally. It's like acoustic, indie folk type stuff,
Yeah.
you know. But I know it's more poppy, I suppose. It's very now,
Yeah.
you know. It's very now. But things that are now can also be gone very quickly tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tom C. Walker changed it and off we go.
Yeah.
New band.
Yeah. So it was funny because he's got quite big quite quick, hasn't he? Because I found out a little bit about him this morning. He's signed to Sony, and
Yeah.
I'd heard you'd mentioned about the Tom C. Walker thing, and we were in. So I remember seeing you play many years ago at a place called the Hairy Lemon.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever that place is called now.
Yeah.
We were there a couple of weeks ago with me and the Scuttlers were there, and this other Tom Walker was actually on the video screen. So it's like,
Oh, and that was then.
yeah,
Oh, blimey.
that was a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that was a couple of weeks
That
ago.
was a couple of weeks ago.
It's the
He was
same
up on the
place.
screen and it was like-
Yeah. He's it first hit me really hard. Like it hit me like the fact that all that work, all that time. But the only thing that didn't cause any trouble before was because it was the Tom Walker trio.
Right.
You know. And years ago, I did actually have a Facebook page that just was Tom Walker.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't keep that. Released music on a Tom Walker page and just kept the band as Tom Walker Trio, but actually had a page that said Tom Walker.
So you could have said, well, I got it first. I've been doing
Well,
this for years.
he would have had to have done something different because by that point I would have already been pretty established as just Tom Walker.
Yeah.
So, you know, but Tom C. Walker's cool. I like it now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm over it, totally over it.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting the new videos on Facebook with the new lineup, you know, 50,000 views, stuff that's just totally crazy, you know.
I know, I've seen that. So there was one maybe 6 months ago that had 20,000 views, which was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And I think put up another one that had like 20,000, and then there was one the other day. Was it Live at the Crossing? Or?
Live at the Crossing, that was the one, song called Sweet Surrender. Yeah, within 2 weeks, it was 50,000 views. So I was, you know, same situation, sat down on my computer, having some toast. You know, oh, wow, you know what I mean? Shock, great.
It's mad, isn't it?
Thanks to everyone for sharing. It was people's support. We're
Yeah.
sharing it.
Yeah.
Just sharing it to their friends and their friends, and next thing you know, you've got 50,000 views on video.
And you know you're doing something good when that's happening, and it's great on Facebook, isn't it? Because you have that instant network.
Totally.
And it's funny because you've got that, and I know a lot of people talk about this, how you put stuff on Facebook, you can't, at our level, you can't make any money out of it, but you get massive views. Put stuff on YouTube, and in theory, you can make a bit of money out of it. But it, you know, I know, like, my channel's got about 230 subscribers now. Yours, I think, has got about 130. And you put a video up there, and you never know what's going to happen. You can get like 10 views on a video today, put another one up tomorrow, it gets 100 views, but
So
to get
true.
50,000 is really hard.
Well, it's simple stuff like, you know, like people that I met in the pub 2 years ago will share it because we had a good conversation and we got along.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know, I like to think I'm a people person. I love chatting to people,
Yeah.
whether it's in the pub or whether I meet someone that I'm probably never going to see again, like at the garage. I'm buying some petrol, like to say hello and have a conversation.
Yeah.
And it's people like that people that I've forgot about, that I don't think about every day, that are sharing it, and you know, it makes me feel, you know, like you know, we've got raw support from especially people in Birmingham as well.
Yeah.
You know, people that I've met and people that I hope to see again in the future as well.
That's really
I
good.
feel lucky.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think it's really happening, and the change of name hasn't done any harm at all, has it?
No, it's been a bit of a blessing, to be honest, because you know it's given me a kick up the arse. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've done a month of not drinking.
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
which is, you know what I mean. I haven't done that since I was 16.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause ever since then. Well, even when I was before the age of drinking, I was out with friends, and it was like a thing to do, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Drink under the age of 18, you know. And I've been, it suffered with the music, because the money I'd be spending in the pub, I wasn't putting into my music,
Yeah.
but not in time as well.
Yeah.
But just this 1 month of just behaving myself.
So is that? Did you do like a dry January, or are you
It
still,
wasn't
still
actually. It was just a decision. I didn't even think about that. People obviously were saying, "Oh, so you're doing that?" It's like, well, no, it's just happens that it is January when I was doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Well, that's really good.
yeah, I've got it. I think, to be fair, you know.
I did that. I did that a long time ago now. So it's been about 2007. I used to drink regularly up until about 2007, and since then, so that's over 10 years now.
Yeah,
For over 10 years now, I like hardly ever drink, and that means most years I don't drink at all. Not drink for the whole year.
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And but it's weird because we all think, oh, well, that's amazing, but actually, it's so good for you.
Yeah,
It's fabulous.
it's true.
It's
It's
great.
true, and you're not thinking about going to the pub. You're thinking about, oh, I'll do this instead. I'll, you know, do something a bit more productive. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
And I think the days of trying to be rock and roller are gone. If you're trying to be rock and roll, you'll end up being rock and roll by yourself in the pub. Do you know what I mean? You know, so time to look after ourselves. You know, you've done 10 years of it.
yeah.
So-
yeah. So the only problem is over the last few years, I've drifted into drinking Coca-Cola every time I go out. I'll have a Coke here and a Coke,
Yeah,
and that's really bad stuff. It's really bad stuff. So I'm trying
Yeah.
not to now.
that's just as addictive as well.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You know, when I was at what I used to do was I used to wake up in the morning. I'd have a sort of like a fryer breakfast, or it'd be a Subway with maybe at home it wouldn't necessarily be a Coca-Cola, but it'd be a Coca-Cola. Then at lunchtime a Coca-Cola, and then beers on the night.
Yeah,
Maybe end up at a 24-hour McDonald's.
yeah,
Have McDonald's with Coca-Cola
yeah,
after drinking,
yeah.
and then wake up the next morning not just with a hangover, but with the feeling of, you know, and that lifestyle that I used to have now disgusts me.
Yeah,
It totally disgusts me.
really.
I'm like, oh, that's horrible. Why would anyone do that to themselves?
Yeah.
You know.
So this is the new healthy Tom Walker. I mean,
Well, you know, not you know. I might go and have a McDonald's later. You never know. No, I am being healthy. Yeah, you got it. I feel better. I'm writing more music.
yeah,
Simple as that. You know,
Yeah.
being more creative.
good. So yeah, you've got obviously Dino.
Yeah.
Dino's a legend. So you've got
He is.
Dino.
Dino is my best friend.
Yeah,
You know, and he's also the most talented bass player I've ever met in my life. So I feel very lucky.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, we're both on a mission. You know, we're on a mission. Doesn't matter. I mean, we've done every gig together. We've done, you know, a pub with one man and his dog. It's only the dog that's nodding.
Yeah.
You know, and then we've, you know, then like we did 3,000 people at the Great British Rock and Blues Festival together. You know, we've followed the journey together as well. You know, over the past 3 or 4 or 5, 4 years.
Yeah.
We've been playing together. Maybe 3 years, maybe.
Yeah. And he really is, he loves being on stage, Sonny Dino, and it's magic. What he can do on stage is magic.
Totally. You know, he's got a wicked sense of humour as well.
Yeah.
Which is, you need someone like that when you're on the road doing all the miles and stuff, you know, to keep the laughter going.
I was going to check, have we still got, that's still going in it, good, that's still going. So, so you Dino, now on the drums for a long time, because you used to have Dino and Jim, didn't you, which is a real nice partnership, great rhythm section, but Jim wanted to concentrate on some education stuff? Or
yeah, Jim was doing teaching, he's working in a drum shop as well in Sturchley. He just talking about
works at that place?
Yeah,
place
he's still working there. Drums International, so Jim's
No!
Yeah, you've got to go.
I used to go there regularly.
Yeah, you've got to go.
The last few times I've been past, it looked like it was closed. I didn't even know it was still there.
I think it opens about midday-ish, so...
Yeah. We were talking about Drums International in Sturchley, and I bought myself this cheap kit when I first got back into drumming. Like, you know, when you go down to one of the big music shops and they've got the £180 kit, the hi-hats all shit and the cymbals are shit, and the whole thing was crap.
But usable.
But usable, and actually, when I got it tuned up okay, it wasn't that bad. And that had like a pedal, so that had a pedal with it. So I had this spare pedal, and it was Marie said to me, "Should take it to Drums International." And this is one of those karma things. She'd just take it and give it to them. So I went down to Drums International. I said, "There you go, mate. You can have that." And he was like, "Oh, thanks. That's brilliant, because he can sell it, you know, to a kid who's just starting out."
Exactly. Yeah.
So I gave him that, and I said to him, "I'm looking. Can you let me know if you get a nice little 3-piece in? I'm just looking for just looking for the drums, 3
decent
drums.
kit, you know, nice kit.
Let me know." And he went, "Have a look at that one behind you." And I turned around, and there was my. Have you seen my orange Yamaha DP?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, 200 quid.
Wow.
And that had been it's been in a pro studio for years, treated really, really well, and he sold me it for like 200 quid. And I was like, yes,
such a great kit. That's, you know. But think of how many records have probably been made on that locally.
Yeah. Yeah.
There could be you could be listening to a local band on the radio, or even a famous band. They could have used that kit.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's brilliant. That's great, though. Okay.
Yeah, so he's right. I'm going to go and see Jim then. That's brilliant.
Go and see Jim, definitely.
So you had Jim, and then so Jim's gone. Who have you got on drums these days?
Jack Bowles.
Jack Bowles.
We jammed with Jack down the Roadhouse a couple of years ago. He got up and he absolutely played his socks off.
Yeah.
And I remember, because we had Nathan Anderson, who recorded the EP after Jim.
Yeah.
He came in straight away, because with same situation, did a gig with him. He totally smashed it, like played a blinder, you know. And then as we were getting busy and what have you, because so many gigs, Nathan couldn't do quite a few of the gigs.
Yeah.
So we got Jack in for one of them, and he absolutely smashed it to pieces.
Yeah.
You know, turned up, no rehearsal, played the songs better than anyone else has ever played them.
Wow.
Bang.
Wow.
I just went, okay.
Oh, that's
Well, if Nathan ever decides to part the band, then Jack's in, you know. And then when when we parted ways.
Definitely going to keep that in.
It's one of them. Probably someone trying to sell me something. I don't answer just in case it's a bit, you know. So it's when we parted ways with Nathan. You know, I said I had to ask Jack as soon as possible. Are you free? Are you available?
Yeah.
And he was, and now he's in the band. And his touch and feel, his subtleties are amazing.
Yeah.
You know.
So Nathan, was he the guy? Because I came to see you last year at the station. Was that Nathan?
That was Nathan. Yeah.
But and I remember he was saying that he's like a pro drummer and he played, and so he's got a band and he plays for different bands, and I guess that's why you weren't always able to get him.
Yeah, definitely.
Got you. Oh, fair play. I have to come and see Jack play then.
Yeah, you'll like Jack.
Yeah.
It was, you know, his heart's in the right place as well.
Yeah.
You know, I know in 6 months' time, he's not gonna go and do the dirty on me. You know what I mean? He's just, what you see is what you get. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's amazing. He is. So. Nice one, Jack.
And what's his background? Do you know other bands?
Jack plays in a wicked band called Empire.
Oh right.
They have very strong songs. It's rock music, but with a different flavour. They've got their own thing going on. You know, they're not scared to do like. I've seen a video of them doing like quite a mellow song, which for rock bands it's quite nice when you hear them do mellow stuff as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, good band, Empire, and he plays with loads of different artists in Birmingham.
Yeah.
I know he plays with George Wilson.
Yeah.
But he's with us now. He's with us now full time.
Okay, and last but not least, absolutely not least. So I saw your announcement when you were coming out as Tom C. Walker that you were no longer a trio and there's going to be another guitarist, which something me and Sam have been really looking forward to this, because I think that it's great to hear you bouncing off another musician. I get this with Sam as well. I love to hear his guitar with somebody else, because
Definitely.
it's that whole thing where the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Like when you hear Lucas playing sax with Sam or you or whatever, and you all kind of like just raise your game. So you had Sean in for some gigs, but that was like a temporary thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not very often you get your you know, one of your heroes in to play with you. You know, because me as a 16-year-old in Birmingham doing blues jam nights, you know, whatever, and then seeing Sean, Dino, Nige, I think it was Darren on the drums at the time. It was like, whoa, what is this? This is amazing.
Yeah, we went.
You know,
Was it? I can't remember. It might have been the first time you saw it. We went to the Robin 2 and we saw them. Do you remember that?
was that with Sporting Ollie Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That was the gig. Yeah, we were there together.
Yeah. There was something else, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday. Yeah.
Brothers Groove.
It all came back to it.
Brothers Groove, just an amazing local band, weren't they?
Yeah, it's great that we went together as well. That's great.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. That's amazing.
And then
So I knew that I saw them, but I can't remember whether it was Tarrell's song or whether it was Robin or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
So-
I think that might have been the first time that you saw Brothers Groove, and then there was another time where we somehow managed to get a support slot for them. So Bangford played at the Adam and Eve, which is gone now, and Brothers Groove were on after us. And I remember because Steve, our bass player, hadn't seen them before, and just standing on there seeing that band, because it was the moment that they started the first song. It was the bass, it was on bass, and then Sean Hill on guitar. Just an amazing band. And they're not, they don't gig at all now, do they? They don't really.
No. You never know in the future. You know what I mean? They've all been friends all their lives, so you know, I do hope that they will, you know, reform in some way or do something together in the future.
Yeah.
But whether it is, you know, with Sean, with me, Dino, in that format, or whether it is actual Brothers Groove. You know.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. It was nice to be on stage because I was like, I'd love to be in that band. it's actually came true, almost.
Well, it has really. Yeah, when you look at that line, you've got a good drummer, you've got Dino on bass, you've got Sean on guitar, and then you've got you fronting the band. So it is that.
It is. Yeah. I said this to him backstage. I said, you've made my dreams come true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
wow.
no, it was great. And then we have, Sean did the first month of gigs.
Yeah.
And then we're a good friend of mine, Jack Cooper,
Jack Cooper.
he's going to be the full-time guitar player in the band.
Yeah.
Jack's played in loads of bands and what have you, but I first saw him with the Rainbreakers,
Mm-hmm.
and I just remember hearing his feel and his playing and going, that's a good guitar player. Actually, no, good's not the right word, an amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
So when we were going to put this 4-piece together, I thought, Jack could be a great fit. Between some dates that Jack can't do, and Sean's going to play. So between Sean and Jack, that second guitar is, I feel very lucky.
Yeah.
The second guitar is covered, so
Awesome. Cool.
it's pretty cool.
So we've got the band now. We've got the lineup. There was something. Yeah, because in between, just while we were talking about guitarists, you've played with. There is a guy who's quite famous who you've done a bit of a jam with. You did a jam with him at the Jam House. Well, I can't remember his name. He's really good.
Lawrence Jones.
Lawrence Jones.
Yeah. What did we start with? Our first meet, Lawrence. We've always jammed together.
Yeah.
Throughout, like when he's had different band lineups, I've came in, we had a jam when he's local and stuff. And I went to his birthday party with James Burgess. We went down.
Yeah.
Just had a few drinks and a laugh and what have you. So
Yeah.
it was good.
Good.
He's doing very well. It's good to
Yeah.
see him doing well.
Yeah.
Even more, he's doing better than he was when we jammed together at the Jam House when that was a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or so. So no, it's good. It's good to keep in touch with Lawrence.
Yeah. Cool. So we've got the band. We know our current lineup. So yeah, I suppose the next thing is how do people get to come and see you play live? Where are you playing over the next few months?
We're doing the station again.
Oh,
The station in Sutton.
I didn't know that.
In there. Well, the room that we're playing, it is a pub, but the room that we're playing at the top, it's a comedy room. It's been done out for comedy.
Yeah.
They've had like everyone there. Like
I know.
literally every famous comedian has been there.
I know. Steve, our bass player, goes to loads of those gigs, and I keep saying, "Oh, I should come to that," because, like you say, all the big names.
All of them.
It's crazy.
And it's like a tester venue where before they do a big tour, they'll come in and test out their material.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
In an upstairs room in
an upstairs room.
in Sutton Coldfield.
But it's done out like Wembley, and then there's enough lights to fill Wembley. There's a wicked bar at the side. It looks cool in there, And because as much as I love playing in the centre of Birmingham, I just feel that it's nice to play a venue that's in my hometown.
Yeah.
Well, when I'm in Birmingham,
Yeah.
because it just feels right. And plus, it's no different to me being in the pub on a Tuesday then, or it just feels like home. So that's cool. And we're also going to be doing the Jam House in July.
Mm-hmm.
July the 12th, and I haven't announced that yet, but we'll announce it now.
12th of July.
12th of July.
You heard it here first. Thank you for the exclusive.
That's alright.
So you're doing the Jam House on the 12th of July. When are you playing the station?
Station's the 31st of March, and the station gig, we've sold over half the tickets. The room only holds 100 people.
Wow.
So we've
Yeah, so the station was full last time you played there.
totally full. Yeah, we were turning people away.
Yeah.
Turning people away at the door, which I thought, okay, maybe we shouldn't do it again. But it was such a good night. We're going to do it again, and we are. 31st of March.
Yeah.
Half the tickets are gone.
Yeah.
So I haven't even advertised it yet. I've just kind of put it on the gig listing,
Really?
and people have been buying tickets.
So how do people buy tickets for?
It's on my website.
Go to your website.
Yeah, I mean the tickets haven't been sent out. I've had people say, "Where's my tickets?" That's okay. Tickets will be sent out, a couple of weeks before the gig. So
Yeah.
it's amazing with like Amazon and stuff now. People get stuff the day after, and sometimes when they order stuff on my website, sometimes I'll have to order in a few more CDs, or if it's it might take up to maybe sometimes 3 weeks for it to arrive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not advertising it very well, but but when it's done, I have me and I have friends and stuff that help me with it. It's not as quick. I can't do it as quick as Amazon.
Yeah.
And I do try to get it out as quick as possible. When it's like we've done gigs where we sold all of our CDs, like about 100 in a box, they've just gone, and then I've got 20 orders online come through.
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh, we need to get more done then.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I'm trying to keep up with everything that's going on, which is really good.
This is great news. This is
It's
really
really
good to hear that the business end of it's going well.
Definitely. It's not like we're making any money for our own pockets. It's meaning that we can put money in.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that is, simple stuff like making sure the van's all right, putting some money into advertising, even though it is a tiny bit, and just start getting the ball rolling on things,
Yeah.
And I am quite interested in the business side of things, It does intrigue me. Especially the way that the modern music industry is. The fact that it isn't really an industry anymore, is it really?
No.
What it is, it's artists releasing music online. So everyone is able to buy it. There are a lot of wicked bands like Brother Strut. They're putting videos online, doing covers of famous songs. People go, these guys can play, they've got great musicians with them. And now they've done it themselves. They're up to a point where they're touring in front of 600 people a night.
Wow.
And if that's not an inspiration to any musician out there, I don't know what is,
It's like there's been this complete liberalisation of the whole thing, that there's nobody in your way. You can put a video on Facebook and it'll get 50,000 views.
Yeah.
And it's how do you make sure that sort of flowing out of that, people are landing on your website, they're buying your CD, you're going on Instagram and you're putting pictures on there and you're getting people to engage with that, and it's like you can, it's all within your power, isn't it?
Totally, and which is great, but it can also suck you in to the point you get to a certain point and you're like, okay, we need some money now to push it into that other realm, and that's when releasing an album or a single or a product, or you as an artist, is the same as me. Say if I make a new sausage, it's the best sausage. It's got jalapenos in it. It's the tastiest sausage in the UK at this moment in time.
Yeah.
But I haven't got the 50 grand to launch it and get it in Asda.
Yeah.
Same as getting your music in HMV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But people I'm giving, like, my friends are coming round, they're really liking it, they're digging it, it's the best tasting thing they've ever had.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
Yeah.
You can't deny that. You can't deny the raw product and what it is.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
Yeah, and we're totally launching jalapenos. This is Tom Walker's jalapeno sausage.
They are, well, yeah. It might be a vegetarian sausage, Okay. I might do 2 different ones,
Yeah.
Meat and non-meat. Well, I was on Brum Radio and we're going to do a hummus hour.
What?
A hummus hour. Just talk about hummus for an hour.
Okay, and that's happening, is it?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Or I might do a music takeover where I DJ myself.
Yeah.
Put some songs on, but hummus hour might happen instead. Oh, dear.
So, what's Brum Radio like? Is that a good thing to get involved with?
It is a local gem.
Okay.
Brum Radio, they play every up and coming artist in Birmingham that's trying to do something, and every talented musical artist gets played on there.
So we need to get Langford in there, don't we?
Yes, definitely. And obviously it's got great endorsement from Robin Valk.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's got legends in there. It's also got a lot of up and coming DJs in there. This is the same old thing, you know. Why isn't it available in people's cars?
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to listen to free radio. I listen to the same 20 songs.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why can't there be, like, how much money does it take for a radio station that has great shows on there?
Yeah.
Amazing stuff about local people.
Yeah.
There's no reason why local people shouldn't be listening to local people.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about Switch Radio, actually. Switch Radio locally, because they've got that perfect mix between playing the commercial stuff and having local people. You know, local bands, local DJs and what have you, and it works. Switch Radio is really good, but I feel that Brum Radio could be that sister or brother station with Switch Radio as well. I'm sure there's loads of others in Birmingham.
Yeah.
But there's definitely room.
It's a bit like when we were talking about, you know, you can do it yourself. There's so many internet. Like we went through a plugger last year, and we ended up on about 20 different internet radio stations. And it's great, you know.
Yeah.
But it's all so fragmented, and like you say, it's like you're not on Radio 6, you're not on Radio 1. Nobody can hear it in their cars.
Plugger. There we are. Plugger. But having said that, you know, the music will always push people to where they should go.
Yeah.
If I'm meant to go further, I will.
Yeah.
If I'm not, I'm not. That's that.
Now, I did hear, do you have some sort of manager in place at the moment? Do you have somebody
Ian,
doing?
yeah. Ian got a new job at an amazing merch company. The amount of time it takes to do that, you know, and we just came to the agreement in the end that we were going to go separate ways. But me and Ian are good friends.
Yeah.
And Ian did so much to help me with the release of the Into Space EP. You know, getting wicked gigs at the Ealing Blues Festival in London and stuff like that. So Ian, if you're listening, Ian, he's you know, thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to mention festivals. So you've played at, which festivals have you played at?
Not loads actually, to be fair. We were just lucky with the ones that we did. You know, like Ealing Blues Festival. Well, as soon as we finished, Mongo Jerry went on stage.
Oh wow!
On the stage next to us, so we supported him.
Wow.
You know, pretty much because it was in that gap. We were playing in the gap between him going on, so it was like the perfect spot.
Oh wow!
You know, and we had what's his name? What's his name? This is a great story. I forgot his name. News presenter, famous news presenter.
So I think where we were talking about festivals, and you had a story involved.
Yeah. Well, we did loads of festivals throughout the summer of 2017, and we did Ealing Blues Festival. That, you know, we had the slot before Mongo Jerry, which was cool. So we had loads of people in front of us, and we were doing a funky number, and there's Trevor McDonald dancing in front of us. Never forget that.
Trevor McDonald,
Yeah.
the news guy.
Yeah, the news guy, Trevor McDonald, yeah. Dancing right there. Loving it.
I don't think anybody's got a story like that. That's amazing. Or maybe he does it a lot, we don't know.
Well, it was a shock, because like, it's not very often you see someone that does serious stories just having a ball, totally like, he's free. He's free from any thoughts apart from the funk that's going on. Yeah, that was amazing.
And that's all that's Tom Seawalker, just creating the vibes.
Tried to. Well, he liked it anyway.
He lives for those vibes.
Brilliant.
So those some of the festivals. So you've done a few festivals. For have you got some coming up this year?
This year, we're lucky again, because I mean the biggest one probably this year we've just done at the Great British Rock and Blues Festival down in Skegness, and that's like event of the year for blues and rock music.
Yeah.
You know, and we did it in 2017, and we played the introducing stage.
Yeah.
And people voted. I was like, this is mad. People are actually voting for us, and we won by mass majority.
Oh wow!
Just what they said. I was shocked because there's some brilliant bands. There were some really good bands, lovely people, and we won.
So was that a vote to get you onto the introducing stage? Or
That was a vote to get me onto the main stage.
So after last year's, there was a vote that got you onto the main stage this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we found out on the day, so the votes done on the day.
Oh, on the day that you played.
Yeah. So people that were watching on the introducing stage could get a token and put it in whatever box.
Wow.
And I walked out. But the weird thing was that the stage had a curtain like this. It reminded me of being back at school. But there I am with Sean Hill, Dino, we're all could go out guitars like the Beatles.
Yeah.
Waiting for the curtain to come open. It was a bit, almost unprofessional, even though it was a massive gig.
Yeah.
The curtains opened and then they were like, "Way," what have you. And I only saw the people at the front because of the lights. There were people with Tom Morgan Trio t-shirts, and I got quite emotional because it was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But they're all friends, they're all people that I know, and they brought people with them. And then when I started talking to the audience after the first song, the lights came on, and there's 3,000 people, and I was just, it stopped me in my tracks right there. I thought, right, I'm going to play another song then, haven't I?
Was that last year?
That was this year.
So the curtains were this year?
This year.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was crazy.
That's amazing. Yeah, I thought you'd played a festival recently, so that's the big one.
That's the big one for this year, and we've also got Upton Blues Festival.
Oh yes.
On their Riverside stage,
yeah.
which is amazing.
When is that?
That's the 16th of July, so it's just after the Jam House.
Yeah. Cool.
And that's going to be a brilliant slot because it's in the afternoon. People aren't going to be hopefully not too drunk. Hopefully the sun will be out, lovely afternoon. We'll be playing on the Riverside stage.
Yeah.
The past couple of years we played on the boat.
Yeah, I've heard about the boat.
So we've been passing this big stage every year. I love the boat. I was thinking, we've got to be on there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where we should be playing. And this year we've got it.
Oh wow.
Because if you don't ask, you don't get, do you?
No.
So.
Oh, well, so both of those stories really, like you can see the progression that you go in, you do the introducing, or you go on the boat.
That's
and this year it's main stage.
But the thing is, all of them gigs have not been gained from me sending emails.
Right.
They've just been from people that have seen us at a gig.
Yeah.
Maybe that was from an email, maybe. Further back, maybe. I might be telling a lie there.
Yeah.
But, years ago, especially when maybe I didn't have the CV that I've got now, which has been through gigging. Yeah. I'd send emails. I'd get 1 in 100. One year we did Newark Blues Festival.
Yeah.
In Newark. They haven't replied to me since.
Right.
And that was the only one that got back to me.
Yeah.
Which I was like, thank you. 100 emails. I went on the list at all the blues festivals.
Yeah.
Sending them the video of us playing, the bio. We just supported Paul Jones.
I remember that. I went to see that.
Yeah.
I'm getting close to the door here because
That's alright.
Marie's teaching English next door.
Oh, that's cool.
This is what she does.
We just finished supporting Paul Jones, and I was like, well, people everyone's going to book us now.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
How many moments have I had like that? It's so mad.
That's it now.
We've supported Paul Jones and he said we were alright, so that's it. And he played you? Has he played you at all on your show?
A couple of times.
Yeah, and you think, so I've been on radio? I've been on Radio 2 now.
Yeah.
That's it.
And going back to the other Tom Walker story, The only reason why they contacted us was because Paul Jones played Air We Breathe from the Interspace EP.
Yeah.
And the song went on the other Tom Walker's profile.
No.
It said, the other Tom Walker's face, Air We Breathe. I was like, that's not right. So obviously we got onto it, had it changed and what have you. That's when his management from Sony,
Yeah.
one of the biggest entertainment corporations in the world, got in touch with Ian, which was my manager at the time, and said, "No, you got to change your name."
Wow.
So because of that, but anyway, go back to, you know, like trying to get gigs and stuff. You know, it's hard. It's hard work. But then again, the right PR person, and there are loads of them, you know, have done wonders for famous bands and smaller bands.
Yeah.
People like Peter Noble. You know, he does wonders.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he actually does a wicked job at what he does. So there are exceptions and people that do their job well. You know.
And so what does he do, Peter Noble?
I've never met him. I've only spoke to him briefly.
Oh, fantastic.
But he always tags me in
Yeah.
things. He's always interested in gigs coming up. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah. I'd like to be able to get to know him a bit more in the future. You know, he's a good guy.
Cool. So I think probably the last bit is because I made a note this morning that you've got 2 EPs out, and it's really easy to buy them off your website. So you've got I think in order of, was it in The Stranger's Face and then Into Space? Is that the order?
The first EP was The Stranger's Face.
Yeah.
They're quite similar names, aren't they? It's like Into Space, Stranger's Face.
Yeah.
So the Stranger's Face was, well, I mean, it was at the point where me, Jim and Dino were doing loads of gigs that year, 2016.
Yeah.
The diary was like, I did have it written down. Obviously, I had all the gigs, you know, the diary. And it was well over 100 gigs. You know, it was getting on to the point where it was, you know, 150 gigs or more. So I think it's pretty good, you know.
That's incredible.
And that was at the stage where we were trying to get as many pub gigs in as we could, play everywhere, you know. Doesn't matter whether it's the Swan there or the Robin 2, or we just wanted to play everywhere. And I thought, well, you know, we better have a CD to sell to all these people that are coming to our gigs and people that we meet and what have you. I actually started the EP. It must have been around about, I don't know, March time in 2016. And a friend of mine, Toby Wilson, you know Toby.
Okay. Oh, so Toby, yeah. He's a great drummer.
Amazing.
And he basically runs a studio, or
his studio is his dad, Bob Wilson.
Bob Wilson.
The amazing Bob Wilson, who's played with, you know, Steve Gibbons. He's like, you know, lovely bloke, amazing guitar player. The studio's in the basement of his house, which is next door to Steve Gibbons. Steve Gibbons lives next door.
No.
So we were going into the studio in the morning, going, "Hello, Steve," you know.
No.
Which was great.
There's even more connections here, because I'm pretty sure there's this band that I loved from back in the day called the Fabulous E-Numbers.
Ah, okay.
And I think the last album they did was recorded with Bob, and maybe they all were, I don't know.
That's cool.
There were 2 singers in the Fabulous E-Numbers. There was Bertie, Steve Burton, who's now Vincent Flats.
Yeah.
You get to see them. Bertie's a legend.
Yeah, I know Bertie, yeah.
You know Bertie?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, in his band, you probably know this, the like, I'll say she was the backing singer. She did lead vocals on some songs, but there was somebody called Sarah Entwistle.
Yeah.
You were on holiday somewhere, where you went to like. So Sarah was saying that she was somewhere, and because you guys were doing a festival, and I think her partner was doing a festival.
Yeah, H.
And you guys were playing the CD, and there's this song Messages, and there's this stop in it. So we were at the station watching your gig, and when you played that song, she said, "Just give me goosebumps." So you planning to do some recording this year?
Plans and reality, you know what I mean?
I know.
Basically, I'm building my own recording studio.
Brilliant.
At the moment, with a friend of mine, Larry.
Wow.
And Larry's a talented singer and bass player himself. He was in a band called Money.
Yeah.
They were a Birmingham band who did really well
Right.
in the 80s and what have you. And I met Larry in the Free Tons.
Really?
Just, you know, I heard him sing and I was like, wow. You know, and he owns a building in Birmingham, local. And we're building a studio.
Wow.
And we've got the gear that's going in, you won't believe it.
Really?
It's going to be tape. We've got an analog console, Soundcraft from the 80s, the same desk, well, the model that was used on Bob Dylan records, Tom Petty. We've got it's going to be one hell of a studio.
Wow. And so I might come down and,
You are coming
make
down.
some videos about you sort of building your studio and stuff.
Well, we've got a room. Because I'm going to be producing myself, I'm not going to have a control room and live room. It's all going to be one big room because I don't have to go through a door to press record or have that that barrier there. You know, I want to be able to play guitar and then go over to the desk. You know, be able to control things as well as turn to the mic and start singing.
Yeah.
So, and plus, I think it'd be quite nice to have a studio where there's like Adele. When we were young, the video that's done. I can't remember what studio, whether it's the church or something in London or whatever. That's one big room, no control room, and that's the vibe I want.
Okay.
Relaxed and base the whole thing on live recording,
Yeah. Wow.
but with the capability to maybe do a record that is overdubbed. But
Yeah.
I want to capture that live feel, but with professional equipment.
Yeah.
You know, I've got the guys from Focusrite, you know, supporting me and stuff as well. So
Wow.
it's going to be good.
What do they do? Focusrite?
Focusrite build recording equipment. So they build amazing budget interfaces for people to plug their microphones and guitars to the laptop, but have professional quality.
Wow.
There are people releasing pro records done in their kitchen.
Wow.
You know, from their devices.
Yeah.
Plus, they first did a run of mixing consoles in the 80s. There's a wicked documentary on YouTube, the best ever made. And the guy that owned Soundcraft bought them up, and then they started doing stuff for people like me, guitarists, singer-songwriters that want to record high quality audio but don't want to spend, you know, $7,000 on a piece of equipment. You know,
Yeah.
a couple of £100, you got something that's great. You know,
Oh, this is great. Well, I can't wait to come down and see it. And I think you've probably covered everything. Well, we definitely covered everything I had on my list and more. So it's been a really good chat. So thank you so much for your time, Tom.
No, that's
Was
great.
there anything else that you wanted to say? Any sort of marketing messages or anything?
not at all. Just, I mean, if anyone, you know, for the people that are watching, just go on the Facebook page, Tom C. Walker Music. There's just loads of videos and
Yeah.
loads of stuff going on. So, no, thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you, Tom.
Brilliant.
Cheers, mate.